place, Michigan Stadium. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the Penn State Nittany Lions and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
When you talk about iconic stadiums in college football, the Big House has to be at the top of your list. One of the most unique stadiums. It is nestled down in the ground. It is loud. It is fun. Ann Arbor has one of the finest stadiums in college sports. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Nittany Lions will kick off first, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Takes a handoff. It's Marshall. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Underwood makes the grab, and he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun. Go get the quarterback.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understand the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
It's 3rd and 5. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down. The Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Just needs a crack to get a return. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The run inside. It's Hansen. Oh, he's got They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't change very much, very traditional. Penn State keeps it simple. Being traditional, running the football.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds his tight end. Open space at the 25. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
Back to throw, it's Beck. Pocket breaking down. He's got it. They will score! Touchdown, Penn State!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Michigan. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and it's blocked. He'll bring it out. It's Wallace. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. Can they?
At the end zone, making a huge play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This offense needs to put together a scoring drive to keep up, trailing 14-6. There he goes. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Inside the big house, they have those big condominiums down there on the field, paving the way for the running backs.
Big, huge condominiums, and every year it's a little bit different of how they wear their uniforms and how they fit their uniforms, but the style, always the same. Line up, hit you right in the mouth. That's who Michigan is.
Turns it on in midfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Gets it out fast. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They opt to go for 2 to try to tie it up right now. Calls his own number. He gets into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion ties the game. quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. A designed run for the quarterback. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And man, that is exactly what you want to do. When the quarterback runs the football, you want to be physical. You want him to feel you. You want to make sure you land on top of him, hit him hard. This defense, very physical. Get the football out, force the fumble, get the big play for the D.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
It's too bad because these receivers are winning outside one-on-one. If this offensive line can just give their quarterback a little bit more time, there are some plays to be had.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Underwood. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
To the air on 1st down. Dumps it off in the flats. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He wants to change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. The pass is incomplete. Thought they might catch the defense napping, but it'll be 3rd down.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Knocked down for the tackle.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. He'll bring it out. It's Wallace. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Using his legs, it's Hansen. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He'll try it again. He's out past the 35. Running free. The 30. At the 20. All the way. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. That was an entertaining first quarter. Fireworks all over the place, as will be indicated in our first quarter stats. Will we see more offensive firepower on display, or will the defenses finally find their footing? We're ready to go here in the second. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to...
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Touchdown, Penn State! And they turn it into a defensive score. Effective offenses led the way, but a most effective defensive play there.
No doubt. Putting separation now. This game's starting to get out of hand. Defense making plays like this. Offense continuing to score points. Hey, defense wins championships and apparently scores points.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets a block. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his second of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. To the air, it's Beck. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
This defense is going to use this guy in a lot of different ways. You'll see him rush the passer. Obviously, he'll have his name called when the offense tries to run the football, but I love his coverage ability.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. He's in open space, finding some room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Yeah, I'm so impressed watching this guy run the football. And I'll tell you, I think Joe Paterno would have loved this guy in his offense, too. His teams always prided themselves on being able to run the football.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Well, these 4-3 defensive ends that can get pressure on quarterbacks, they get paid a lot of money in the National Football League, and that's why. You can get out of your stance and win it around the edge to get to the QB. Not many guys do it as well as that.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hansen. At the 45 on his way. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Fires to the tight end. Discards him with the stiff arm. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them, and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. Complete. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
You can see why this running back is on the field on third down. He's a weapon in the passing game. Really nice job by the quarterback. He got through his progressions really, really quickly. Found the running back, just dumped it off, and he was able to make something happen with it, move the chains, keep the offense on the field.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to the ground with the running back. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Penn State. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out and be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. Looking for space. It's Marshall. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up a 6.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Right back to him on the ground. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Wolverines come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. They'll try to power their way ahead. Maybe some room here. The 40, at the 30, inside the 10, and he scores! Touchdown, Wolverines!
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. over 100 yards in the first half. That big, explosive play, that will do it. That will get you almost there. When you can hand it off to a guy like this, and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hansen. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. It's Sauer. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
And the Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Running inside. It's Hansen. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Back to pass. It's Beck. Got it set up on the outside. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use the timeout. It's their second. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. Michigan choosing to spend its final timeout here. Lots of conversations going on both sidelines to put together a strategy. Could be an alley. Rams him with the stiff arm. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now first down from the 46. They'll ride the hot hand.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. He's going to run it. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, knowing guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do know.
Makes the grab and room to run. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Penn State will spend its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Michigan!
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ballgame. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
The returner will field it and bring it back. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Trying to get behind the defense. Got it down the field. Electrifying play, and man, are they set up now at the 32-yard line. The run inside. It's Hansen. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
Never a doubt. And we are all tied up here in the 2nd.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Throwing, Underwood. Bringing the heat. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. Let's start with Texas, taking on the number 8 team, the Florida Gators. And it's the Longhorns who are rewarded for feeding their star. For some reason, he plays better at home, and this team plays better at home, as they did today. And talk about a great start to the season. This team is now 6-0 with big aspirations.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Breaks the tackle. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance.
Got a little grass. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They take the lead here in the second half.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he capped it off with some swag and some speed with a 73-yarder for the score. Bringing it back. He's out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Gets it right back to the touchback position, and the offense will take over. On the run, it's Marshall. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Here's Underwood to throw. That's caught. It's Marsh. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down.
Really, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Marsh. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They'll try to run for it. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
But when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on third down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
Might as well give it to him again.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Off the RPO, complete. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Quarterback may change this route. On the run, it's Marshall. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Looking for the corner on the jet sweep. He is stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Hauls it in, the first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted to 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Might be changing the route. Takes the handoff. It's Marshall. And he'll be brought down.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a...
Got some room entered at the goal line, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the point after is good. Coming out with it, it's Wallace. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. To the air. It's Beck. Hauls it in. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. He is torching the defense of Nittany Lions, imposing their will with the running game in big days, a la Larry Johnson or Kijana Carter.
And what does that do? That puts you on the stage, the big stage, to win the big awards, the big trophies at the end of the year, to be called one of the best backs in all of college football. That's what he's chasing.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Can't wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. Final standings of the game, and we'll start with the first down. This time he wants to throw. They're working that left side. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. Now, you might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
The Nittany Lions pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Gonna run it. It's Hansen.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Sowell. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot.
Touchdown, Penn State! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. Penn State with the response.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, And he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards and good things are happening.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Underwood gets it to the back. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Now, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Might as well stick with him. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. The screen, he's got wheels. The Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. A run for the quarterback. Worked his way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a first down.
And sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
And the Wolverines back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Here it is trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback will keep it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
The Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Throwing, Underwood. He's got the tight end. Turning it on. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Gets the back moving. Got it looking for a first. Touchdown, Michigan! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Big Blue with the answer.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Here's James Peoples to begin the drive. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. Looking to pass. It's Beck. Throws to the tight end. Working the middle. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. The Nittany Lions come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Looking to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
It's the plays like that that are going to end up defining and deciding this game, right? It's tight. Tie game, 4th quarter. Someone is going to step up and make a game-changing play, and the defender did right there.
This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Quarterback making checks. Here's Underwood to throw. Here's a heat. Stands in and takes the hit. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. And a great effort on the final play of regulation, but we've got more football ahead. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
So here comes our first play of overtime. Slithers into space. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And you see him consistently sticking with the run, staying balanced. As you get closer to the goal line, you're thinking the field starts to shrink now. Do I have a jump ball wide receiver out wide I can throw the football to? How am I going to find that extra space and take care of the football while doing it?
Motion from the back. They'll power it inside with the fullback. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Fullbacks are very unselfish. One of the most unselfish positions you can find in football. They block 99% of the time. But when you can give them that rock, get a first down, those guys are really big. You know, they're really powerful. They usually fall forward. No nonsense, no jukes, just hit you in the mouth.
With the run on first and goal. Max going for the goal line. Touchdown Wolverines! And they grab the lead here in overtime.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. First down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
We've seen this defensive end make a lot of plays. In the run game, he's setting the edge, he's forcing the football to go back inside, but he's not a one-trick pony. He can also get out of his stance, use his hands, and use his speed to beat offensive tackles and get to the QB.
And he's dragged down.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on second and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable third down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in second and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
Running the red zone, it's Hansen. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Fourth down to keep their chances alive in overtime. On fourth down, looking for the completion. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Penn State. They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie. No interest in another overtime. They'll go for two and the win. From the gun. Rushes on him. They did not get it. The aggressive call to try to win the game right here, and they